Welcome everyone, and I know that I'm 8 minutes early, but we need to talk about a new mod that came out today. The Mediterranean map. So that's why I'm starting 8 minutes early. The Mediterranean map came out, and for those of you who doesn't know what that is, it is based on the Italy map. Now converted so that it works with the Viva Italia. No, not Viva Italia. Little Italy, whatever, the Italy map DLC. And there is some problems making that work together with my map combo. So a couple of things. I've seen a log, the log indicating that there's a crash because of the Southern Region 136 fix. That is why I have suggested that you should try without using the fix. That doesn't help, so we need to do something else about it. So there you have it, Bengan. And then my secondary keyboard messed up completely. Yeah, things looked weird when I tried to text. And speaking of track IR headsets, hi everyone. There's mine, finally up and running. And I hope I got everything. I hope it's working. That's very odd. My keyboard isn't working at all now. There it is. No, it's not. That's not the keyboard. My keyboard isn't working. That's another reason why we should have started early, because I need to get that to work. Come on, seriously. There we go. Finally, there it's working. I don't know why. Probably because my computer is so tired of me doing 2 streams every day. Day 4, by the way. I have no idea what to do with Mediterranean map yet, but I'm sure we can find some way to make that work with the map combo, because I really like to add that if possible. And I have nothing more to add about the Mediterranean map, so I guess we are starting 5 minutes early. And truth is, I have wanted to start this stream for about an hour now, because sure, I have a Peterbilt, but I don't have just any Peterbilt. I have this Peterbilt. Yep. That's what I have. And even more important, because I've had this other mod, the trailer I'm using, I've had that for a very long time. And a lot of you have seen me do the hauls on ETS2 using the bridge. And from the same guy, I also have this thing here, and I've never used it live before, so it's about time we do that. It's a wonderful mod. What could possibly go wrong? Merry Christmas, Davey Thanos. I know I started early. It's my stream. I do whatever I want. Yeah, there are 12 axles on that trailer. Merry Christmas, everyone. Good for you, Alex. And I hope you have MP working both on ETS2 and ATS. Hi, Kaspersky. Hi, Arif. And hi, everyone else. Merry Christmas. So this thing is what we're going to do today, and we're going to do it on a not yet. And my keyboard stopped working again. This is bloody annoying. Ah! See the smoke on the trailer there? There seems to be an issue. Because the smoke isn't supposed to have stopped like that. So we won't be starting early, because I'm gonna kill the game and restart it. Because there's obviously something wrong there. Count the wheels on the trailer. I did pause the game. Don't tell me there's a problem with pausing the game as well now. But yeah, I did pause it. I've seen you driving that truck a million times, and you know, I wonder what lights mod you're using on yours, because I can't add a ton of lights to my truck. How has your 3 hours of not fern bussing been? It's been fantastic not doing fern bus. By the way, the latest update of the game for some reason causes the loading screen to take 30, 40, 50 seconds to get past. So while we wait for that, your important question, JK? Just Dance hits, I paid for them, and I've never had to update any of them. They worked since the day I got them. No updates, at least not since he stopped delivering them. They work. There we go. Now let's see, the Kesselbrücke boiler. There we are. Ah, things are working again. I'm also using Bengan's graphic settings. It's called creativity. Okay, sorry about that then, Bengan. And happy Boxing Day for those of you who know what that is and celebrate it. I honestly have no idea what it is and how you celebrate it. But yeah. Anyway, look at that bus over there. I'm not using any traffic mods. But that looks... Oh, it's not traffic! It's not traffic. It's supposed to look like that. Oh, Christ. Jesus. Anyway, let's fire her up. Is the sound okay, by the way? Let me know if the sound is okay. Yes, Per says. Let's get her moving. She's quite heavy, by the way. This thing weighs 90 tons, or 89 tons, really. And I really need to use all the road to get this thing out. Looks like we're good. We're coming clear. Perfect. Almost. Why did that happen? We are not hitting anything, are we? Not hitting anything there. Strange. It does have steering axles. Steering wheels at the back, they're not hitting anything, are they? No, they're not hitting anything. Oh! There is something hidden somewhere. Fine. Seriously? Yeah, there's an invisible wall there. Okay. Doesn't start well, does it? No, I've done a lot of hauling with this thing. Haven't had that problem. Honest to God. And now we're going to take a similar turn again, so you'll see. It's not because of that. That's right, we should talk about... Maybe a little too steep there. We should have a look at the map. Because we are hauling on the Sierra Nevada map today. And sure, we're going to try to do some of this as well. If we zoom out a little bit. This is on my big map combo for ETS2. Minus the minor urban refurbish, remake, whatever. We're gonna try out these roads here because this part here, mainly almost all of it is completely new. All the roads here. Hi Mike, welcome. So first we're gonna try to do this bunkers trailer on a almost normal road before we head into these parts, possibly, or these parts here. And you recognize the way this looks from Mexico, and that is not a coincidence. It's the same people who made the Mexican maps that makes this one, or the Viva Mexico map that makes this one. I think the city of Reno is also remade, yeah. But it's still in beta. And I got the latest beta version a couple of days ago. So nice to be back in a game. I understand again. Fernbus. That was the last time ever I play Fernbus. Nothing wrong with your memory, JK. I never got it. I wasn't expecting to. I can't imagine Sierra working with MHA Pro, to be honest. I'm gonna do train sim, but I think we both know where that ends. It's probably gonna be the last time ever. Oh, it is so wide. I keep forgetting how wide it is. I keep forgetting. Let's see if we can squeeze her through there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'll try to do better next time. There we go. No harm done. The horsepower on this thing, 525. Which makes it more fun. Why do I keep hurting myself? I don't know. I like to do stupid things. Yeah, this is a good girl. and she's a little bit bonkers. Let me know if she's too loud. Quentin, between Fresno and Sacramento, just remove the minor urban overhaul mod. That is what is causing this. That's why I said I'm using my map combo minus minor urban overhaul. I got a lot of heat for not adding more of those tiny, excuse my French, map mods that are available for ATS2. No, sorry, for ATS. And someone came back being very, very clear on how wonderful minor urban overhaul worked on my map combo. And I didn't check the Sacramento area when I decided that, okay, fine, I'll add it. Because that is just a big black hole. So minor urban overhaul is out for my next update of my ETS2 map combo. And I'll probably never again add any of those maps from here on out on ATS. It's gonna be the major map mods, not the minor ones. I haven't fitted the Great Step 136 yet. I've tested it, but there's several map mods you have to remove for it to work. Maybe the slightest louder. What, Thanos? Me? The truck? For the truck. Hang on. I need to do that here because it's already maxed out in OBS. I'm gonna do that, and that's probably gonna be too loud. Hang on. What do we have here? Okay. Yeah, Markel. That's well, this was the tiniest little detour I've ever seen. What happens if we mix ETS2 and ATS into one game? What happens is that I'm going to release a video saying that SES finally listened to me. It's my #1 wish every single day of the week. Every time I do a stream, people ask me about that, and that's what I want to see. All the map mods working regardless. Of course, it's not going to happen over a day, but it would be awesome if we were able to combine the two. Speaking of graphics, what do you think of my graphics today, guys? You like my graphics today? If you do, say thank you very much, Bengan. If you don't like them, and tell Bengan something else. It's really stupid adding those air vents to the truck because I can't really see much outside. The standard graphics is what I've been using since like forever, at least since 136 came out or DX9 disappeared. I think it also depends on what graphics card you use. Is that the most important, AJ? Thank you. Keep me happy then, guys, by liking the video and subscribing to my channel as well. That keeps me happy. Oh, we just went between some of SCS, Reno, and the Sierra Nevada, Reno. Hi Nico Fuchs, welcome. Christ, Rosmap 192 with road connection to Poland rebuilding, so that is 192 for 195 and 96, but the road connection is for Poland rebuilding on 135 only, isn't it? How do I add money mod in MP? You don't, Alex, but you can use that same profile offline. So use the money cheat offline. And as soon as you have the money you want, go back to multiplayer. The profile is the profile, so the money and the XP stays with you regardless of whether you are on MP or play single player. If you can get this delivered in 1 minute using a glitch, no, not a glitch, but sure, I can teleport, but why would I? I mean, this is the purpose of this stream. I want to show off my beautiful trailer and truck. Well, Quentin, that is what you need to do. You need to try Sacramento. That's where you have the problem. Unless you use the SoCal version, because that works in Sacramento. Other than something big, it's a Kesselbrücke boiler, 90 tons, which we are going to bring to Plasters and Sons. Using my beautiful Viper 2. Maybe the bull's horns and the air vent there was a little bit over the top. What? I don't know. Sure. Is there any other way than parking than using difficult parking? Why don't I use the old interior? I'm using the Danger edition of this mod. There's only one interior. There are links to the official truck as well in the video description. But this is the Danger Edition. Josh, I wish I was using triple monitors. I'm using... No, actually I don't want to use triple monitors. I'm using a single monitor. I think it will look pretty strange for you guys if I was using triple monitors. AJ, excellent idea, and we're definitely going to do that 2020/2021. Can't do that this year because I have kids here on New Year's Eve. But we're gonna do some convoying tomorrow, I guess. We're probably gonna do train sim tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow. Probably gonna do train sim then. At least it won't be later than Saturday we do train sim. And the reason I'm not fully sure whether it's going to be tomorrow or on Saturday is because it depends on how long this stream will take tonight and how much time I have to prepare for tomorrow. But other than that, I think that we tomorrow night and Saturday night haul on Truckers MP together. Quentin, you're possibly right. As I said earlier, I'm not going to use minor overhaul again. There she is! Kalia! Look at my beautiful truck! And cargo. I'm hauling 90 tons of heaven. I didn't say Sunday, Perid. I said tomorrow or Saturday. You bullied me about the bull's horn? All trucks in Texas looks like this. No exception. If you didn't know better, you thought I might be overcompensating? Who says I'm not overcompensating? Maybe I have to. Maybe I have a micro, you know. Who knows? How the truck looks like from third person? Hang on. Seriously? There is something very, very weird going on here. Maybe I shouldn't have updated the version of Urban Overhaul to the latest version. Oh, there it is. I see it, or rather, I don't see it. It's in the middle of the bloody road. Very well. This is the worst version of my Urban Overhaul so far. This is what it looks like. So I'm gonna try to stay clear of it. It's somewhere there on the left side of the road. On the road itself. Yeah, I noticed. Huh. That's weird. Maybe it's just the combination of things I'm using right now. Good news, I am using ATMX, and that includes a lot of traffic and skins, buses. And I spoke to the guy who makes it, Jonathan, when I released the big map combo for ATMX, and he told me that the next version he will have all of that ripped out and added as a separate mod instead, so that we don't have to have all his traffic and his skins on all the maps. So I really look forward to that, and I'm not going to use those then. I think you would have to have big cojones not to be seen dead in that. You like my truck Collier? Maybe I should name her Collier too, because she is badass, this one. The crash, how that happened, I have no idea. I'm starting to suspect that it could be something with the cargo itself. There are two versions of this particular cargo. Or there are two different trailers for this particular cargo. And the one I'm using now is one I haven't used in a very long time. And the reason I'm using this one is because it's a tiny little bit easier to use than the other one. So maybe that could have something to do with the two now crashes we've had, plus twice now we got stuck as well. Oh yeah, John Smith, you need pro mods for my map combo. AJ is here. Welcome AJ, you're working tonight. Sarah Jade, thank you so much, and thank you for becoming a member, or sorry, a subscriber. Thank you very much for that. Pro mods is free of charge if you can accept downloading it for like 2, 3, 4 hours. If you can't wait for it that long, it's going to cost you €1 to get a quick download link. But you don't have to use that. I always use it. It's just €1 and I can afford it, so I am supporting pro mods by doing that instead. But it's not something you have to do. Sotka, welcome. Yeah. It's nice, isn't it? Thanos, it's taking you 30 to 60 minutes even on the fast download. I'm fortunate that way. I have a gigabit network, so it usually takes me less than 10 minutes to download. You want me to smile because you want to take a screenshot? Let me get my glasses off. There you go. Christ. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to use that for? Oh, for the normal. Well, you're lucky if you're able to get that downloaded in 30 to 60 minutes. I've never been able to do it that quick. By the way, this is it's Sierra Nevada. So if you haven't seen these roads before, well, it's Sierra Nevada. And it will be free of charge sometime in the first quarter of next year. Possibly January already. Could be February. I don't think you'll have to wait until March to get it. So adding enhanced vegetation, mountain and roads to my map combo and stream it live? Nah, I think I'll pass on that. Battery charger? Sotka, you're an expert on these kind of things. If you say that that is a battery charger, I'm gonna trust you, but I don't think so. Game tomorrow, we are... trying to make up my mind here. There are two things that I need to do. One of them is doing some bussing on EAA. Because I want to show off my truck, my bus. And the other thing we need to do is train simulator. That's the only things we need to do and have done by Sunday evening. So basically I have 6 more streams to do before I take 1 week off together with my daughter. So 6 more streams, 4 of them we can do whatever we want. Only requirements I have for these 4 streams that we can do whatever we like with is that I have to complete the Christmas events. That's all. I totally agree, Kalia. Wouldn't it be awesome if they opened and closed depending on the throttle? There's 51 likes when I look at the screen, JK. So I think we got more. 53 now. Thanks for the likes, guys. Please subscribe as well, if you haven't done so. I'm thinking of doing busing. You know what? Tomorrow, let's do ATS 1 p.m. Central European Time on Truckers MP. Absolutely, Sotka. The NOS bottles are just behind me. You can't see them, but the entire back of the cab there is full of NOS bottles. Thank you, Zara. ETS2 then, let's do that, because in the evening tomorrow I'll then do EAA bus, and on Saturday we do some ETS2 multiplayer, and then in the evening we do that horrible truck simulator thing. Don't tell Perry I said it's horrible, and don't tell him that I decided when I'm gonna do that. And then on Sunday, some ETS2 multiplayer and ATS multiplayer. Does that sound like a plan? Hi Olaf, welcome. They have that built in, JK. On multiplayer, that is. You're watching without sound? Sounds good, Thanos. You're missing all the fun without the sound. Oops. God, this truck. Can you imagine sitting in an old Beetle and getting this thing in your rear view mirror, just creeping closer and closer until it's there? That's kind of true, Thanos. I gotta stop watching the chats. Yeah. And so was Steven Spielberg. Avar, welcome. Welcome to ATS and welcome to my beautiful machine. God, the sound of this truck. Ah. Awesome, you're getting a G29 and a new PC even, Sarah? Congratulations. Well, if you need an excuse to start doing ATS, here it is. And now Bengan's gonna say, oh, but it's available for ETS2 as well. Yeah, it is, but it's an American truck. Should be played on ATS. I'm just gonna use all the road here. At least these 2 lanes. Yeah, Matt, it's based on the Viper. It's the Danger Edition. Merry Christmas, Avar. Merry Christmas. Why do you want to walk outside the truck? I feel pretty comfortable just sitting inside the truck instead. And besides, there's a ton of other things I would like to see them fix first. I don't think that being able to walk outside the truck has any priority on my list, with all due respect. It would be nice to do it, but there are so many other things I would like to see happen first. I want glasses like you want glasses like mine? I'm not sure you do. I'm cheap. My glasses are, at least. They cost me 10 euros on a store here in Sweden called Clas Ohlson. So they're very affordable. I only need them for reading and for sitting in front of my PC. If I try to watch TV using them or try to drive my car with them, I get unwell. Oh, the cam in my glasses. You mean this one? On my headset? No, that costs a little bit more than 10 euros. That is one thing I'd love to see as well, Kalia. Truck damage, like visual truck damage, actual dirt on the truck, some not like mud runner, but mud that acts a little bit at least like mud. If I've ever considered a 32-inch ultra-wide monitor from Asus. Actually, I have a 29-inch ultra-wide from Samsung over there, which I use for video editing. The 32-inch, I'd love it. Asus, call me. There's no way I can afford buying that. It's not on my priority list. You know what? The questions could be answered in the future. Never say never. For World Truck Simulator, when that comes out, replacing both ETS2 and ATS, could happen. Yeah, physics. I watched a lot of Boris. Anyone remember Boris X and his YouTube channel? I still think he has like 200,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube, even though he hasn't made one single video in 2-3 years. He did some crazy stuff. Nice, so you're on 4K then, Kalia. You know, my TV is stupid big, 75 inches. I'm just dying to see if I can figure out how to... It's not that it's complicated doing it, but being able to actually use my TV as a monitor sometime. I can use it, of course, but then I have to move my PC and everything, at least my steering wheel and things. And I'm not gonna bother with it, but I would love to see what that would look like. Like literally buying a cinema. Yeah, I'd like to try VR just to see how that works in game. I've never tried it in this game. What is gonna... you're talking to me, Avar? Using my PC instead? It's gonna damage my eyes? Dude, I have glasses already, they are damaged. And besides, I'm old, so I'm expendable. Good luck with VR in my country. That sounds cryptic, JK. Where are you from? So, what are you saying, JK? I mean, getting VR in London doesn't sound like a problem. Maybe I should start by buying a bus to get some practice. You need a VR license? What? What do you mean you need a VR license? Yeah, I don't expect the graphics to look as good in VR as they do on the screen, but I still want to try it out, see what it feels like to kinda sit inside the truck. Oops. Can't really see anything because of that thing on my hood. No, we don't have TV licenses anymore. They got rid of them. Was it last year? I think it was last year. Or if it's next year, I don't know. I haven't paid any TV licenses in years now. It's not really mandatory. Sacramento is part of Sierra Nevada, yes. That is why you have that big hole there when you use Urban Miner Overhaul. Whoa! Oh, stop looking at the chat. Well, send it to me then, Kolja. If it's that bad. let's see if we can get around this corner without getting stuck. Come on, come on. Let's not get stuck this time. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Yeah, Quentin, but I would still recommend you to stay away from minor overhaul. Just kidding, perhaps, John Can? Or does it stand for John Can? Is it John Can, John Can? It is. Okay. Just kidding. Yes, finally some struggling. Come on, you awesome beasts. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Sounds by Kirschbaum, by the way. Of course it is. It just looks badass. I mean, it's impossible not to love this truck. I know about the Midwest expansion, yeah. But as I said when we started this stream, I'm done doing all these tiny, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone here, but I'm tired of these tiny updates and fixes for ATS. They don't really add any kilometers to roads, and 90% of them just make changes to what SES has already made. ProMods makes perfect sense because it also adds a ton of new roads. Paris Rebuilt, yeah, it's tiny, it's just Paris, but it's so easy to just add it and it works every time. And the rest of my maps for my map combos expands the map, and that is what I like. I don't like to add these tiny mods as well. Yeah, Nico, that is exactly what I'm doing as well, plus ATMX, even if it's fictional. Because the thing I want to say about these minor updates, and not only minor overhaul, is that I also add complexity, and the risk of having problems, huge problems, is huge with them added to the combo. So I'm done with them. Coast to Coast is getting better and better. Every update makes it a little bit better. And it feels like the community have learned that they need to cooperate on Coast to Coast. So that is why you're seeing a lot of updates of. on Coast to Coast. It's because others are adding things to Coast to Coast. Yeah. So more turkey, perhaps, Hotka? Yeah, Coast to Coast. I remember the first time I went Coast to Coast because I wanted to go to New York. So I was getting closer and closer to New York, and I really looked forward to seeing Manhattan and maybe the Statue of Liberty. And it turned out it was just a tiny little generic town. Didn't look anything like anything on the East Coast. Yes, my first ETS was ETS 1. And before that, 18 wheel of steel and the old Sirius Scania truck, German truck, all of that. So I started playing these games on Windows. Was it 3.1 or was it in Windows 95? Can't remember. No, you don't need to change the manifest file on Paris Rebuilt. My computer, it's an odd one. I have an Intel i9 9900K, 32 gigabytes of RAM, SSD M2 disks, and an M2 disk and an SSD disk. M2 disks are even faster than SSD disks, and a 1060 6GB graphics cards. Merry Christmas, Dextro. Yeah, my computer is pretty good, but the 1060 card doesn't really fit there. Oh, and I have 32 gigabytes of RAM, if I didn't say that already. Goose! Nice. That sounds delicious, Otka. Core i8 with 32 gigabytes, not bad at all. Very good indeed. And these days, really the only thing you need these days is as expensive, or rather as good a graphics card you can get your hands on. That is all that matters today, as long as you have at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. And preferably SS2 or SSD or M2. Scott, thank you. That's very nice to hear that Denver and Colorado is so spot on. JK, no, I'll not do anything on New Year's Day. I have kids, my kids, or one of my kids. I'm picking her up on the 30th, and she is here with me for a week, because she's with me every second week. And this year she spent Christmas with her mother. Next year she's going to spend Christmas with me. But since she spent Christmas with her mother this year, that means that I'll get to spend New Year with her. So I'll keep on streaming until Sunday evening, and then I'm not going to stream anything more for a week. You used to live there? Nice. Oh. Planning ahead, slow down. You do not want to get stuck there. A trailer, by the way, that's 90 tons, so you really don't want to have to stop here. Perfect timing. Crap. Huh. Oh, that's... Anyway, moving on. Nothing to see here. Well, thank you for saying that, Bengan. I'm not gonna... I have nothing to add. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, Bengan. I can't use this trailer on EAA. This is ATS. The trailer doesn't work on ATS. We have the bridge instead. So we can add Nebraska as spot on coast to coast as it is. We don't have to update anything there. Old potato trucks. Oh, that's right. I have one. Confused with gearing again. There we go. Bengan, if it's any comfort, I can't afford it either. I'm getting that card simply because I spend a lot of time working on the side for another company. And getting it is still just a maybe. But it looks like it's actually going to happen now in January. Well, comfort being that you and I both, none of us can afford a card. And the only reason I'm probably gonna get one is because I've been working for a company that pays me in a graphics card. That is the comfort. If I'd known you've been so picky about it, Bang, and I had bought that card a long time ago. My favorite European truck is very easy. Scania is my favorite manufacturer, at least. Favorite Scania trucks is right now it's Schufer's Scania Series 1 truck. It isn't great, but it's the best one in my opinion right now. Simply because it's the oldest Scania truck available right now. My favorite American truck doesn't exist. Well, it does, but it's Mack. That's my favorite manufacturer. So I really look forward to ETS adding Mack sometime next year. My favorite truck otherwise would probably be the AutoCar by XPS. Goodyear 5, thank you very, very much. Thank you. I'm honored. For real, thank you. DAFs are nice, but they're not made by Scania, so obviously the quality, the strength of the material, the overall build quality, everything is inferior to what Scania does. Holy shit. 200, and that's almost as much as it costs to buy, isn't it? And besides, Carly, I was only joking. Jesus Christ, 210 euros for shipping from New Zealand. Well, I don't understand why Squirrel loves Scania so much, because he lives in the UK. He was born there. He's a British citizen. I at least lives in Sweden. I live in Stockholm, so it's by car only 20-25 minutes from the headquarters of Scania in Södertälje. But I wasn't born in Sweden. I was born in Norway. But I saw so many Scania trucks when I grew up, a ton of them. Kiwi dollar, is that even worse? Skirili Baba. Skirili Baba. Skirili Baba, welcome and Merry Christmas. They are still working on this map. The last update came just a few days ago. And now we're in Arizona, so we are more or less out of urban minor overhaul. Exactly, Sarah. UK still loves Scania, best trucks ever. And I do have a very weak spot for old, very old, former Soviet Union trucks, or Soviet Union era trucks. Kamaz, ZIL, Ifas, Lias, Tatras, Cross, you name it, all of them. As long as they're old, I love them. Now that's weird, you're from the US and Scanias are your favorites. That makes you a very rare bird. Most Americans hate European trucks. Volvos are nice as well. And they also happen to be Bengan's favorites. favorite European truck at least. Oh, Promods will definitely keep expanding. If SCS doesn't do it, they have to expand their Scandinavia at least. Spain, they were working on it, but they have halted the work on Spain because of Iberia DLC. They've started working on Greece. We're seeing the Middle East add-on, which is a official ProMods mod. Might see further expansion into the Middle East there. So I don't think they're gonna stop. I hope they're not gonna stop. Promo's website doesn't work for you? Is that true, Bengan? I honestly thought you were more Volvo than Scania. I'm surprised. I could have sworn you said you preferred Volvos to Scanias. Let's have a look at the map, by the way. We're not that far from Kingman. And very soon now we've done the first haul for the night. We started in Reno, but due to a couple of teleports, looks like we started in Fallon. We didn't. Once we get to Kingman, we're gonna find something that brings us over to Sonora or Oakdale, perhaps via the Yosemite Valley. First Peterbilt, of course. Huh. I'm surprised, but I'm very happy to see that you are valuing Scania higher than Volvo's. Bang on. Whoa. Of course, of course, of course. Why not do that as well? There we go. 122 tons in total. Wait, are you going to promods.com? Or is it some other? If Promods says it's under construction, you're not going to the Promods website. It's .net, not .com. I know. Alex, haven't you been here for a while and already asked me that and I answered it? I'm good, dude. I'm good. No, Thanos, you can't use Microsoft Edge. The limit is not with the browser. it's with share mods. Ah, bugger. Well, something's clearly wrong there, JK. Well, Thanos, that's strange because... well, maybe your downloads is so quick that you don't go beyond the limit. But there is definitely a limit. Or maybe... Promos doesn't capture it when you're using Edge for some reason. Alex, leave her alone. If she haven't had coffee yet, I would be very careful. I haven't tried Fred's 2012 Scania. It sounds like you think it's good. How much is it? There we are, Kingman. Oh, wrong file. Wrong turn. Next one. I'm not sure Promods is going to be able to help you, to be honest, because the problem isn't on Promods' side, I think. I mean, Promods.net works for everyone else except you, so I highly doubt there's anything they can do. Yeah, that's right, it's not file, lane. Lane. Oh bugger, this place looks tiny. Let's see, where am I supposed to park this thing? Well, it could have been worse, I guess. Am I through? I think I am. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so parking Roadhunters mods is an entirely different beast. Brute force is your friend. Or maybe we could just skip it, because I'm gonna be stuck here for like a long time, or maybe not. There we go. That kind of worked. Perfect. Delivered. Wow. Let's see. We need to find something that brings us up to Sonora or Oakdale from Kingsman. That was close, but not close enough. Sonoita. Of course, we could take this one and then make a horrible detour up here, because that is going to be more or less impossible to do. So I say we're going to do that, because it's probably not going to work at all. There's the trailer. Let's see. So this is the this is one of the other cargos, but as I mentioned, there are two different versions of the trailer. I used this trailer, lifted axle there, and there, because that is easier to use, and I think that there might have been a problem with that, so I'm going to use this trailer instead. See if that helps. This is going to be tight. I'm not entirely sure it's going to work at all. Can I get closer to... How about now? Yes! But how the hell am I supposed to get out of here? I'm using a manual. I think we're gonna go this way. Oh. Okay, that works. 50 viewers. Yeah, well, it's Christmas, so there's not a lot of people watching. But I'm very happy that some are. Oh, you're working all Christmas, AJ? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it means you're making a ton of money working those hours. That kind of worked. Nice, Jontas. I'm stuck with the... well, I still have the standard shifter on my G25. Would like to get an SKRS, but let's see, maybe one day. Why the hell are there Euroline buses on ATS? Thank you. Let's see, we need to make some changes to the roads we're taking. Because I think we're gonna do that. It's probably more than stupid enough. And then that's... yeah. That looks just about right, doesn't it? What could possibly go wrong? And... oh god. 1,700 kilometers? Seriously? Maybe we could do just this part then. Only 1,000 kilometers. Let's do that. Wait, what? Are you talking about the Almar 18-speed shifter? I should try that shifter. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it. Yeah, very straight. Is there anything else we could do? We could, of course, say take this route instead because that looks shorter. It's probably because this is absolutely horrible. Oh, and you can't add that. I think this is more than plenty. It's 1,000 miles. Well, Goju, you're not the first one who buys a VR set and gets sick from it. Can't remember who it was, but someone told me about a friend of his who had one, got sick as well. He forced himself to play for like 2 weeks, 14 days. And then he got better. So it's like getting your sea legs. It takes a couple of weeks. There I go, you say. I don't see a link. Well, this year we do open gifts on New Year. But that is just because my kids aren't here on Christmas Eve. Otherwise we would have done it on the 24th. Can't see if we don't have a red there. Now we have a green light. Okay, so I was definitely fooling myself when I thought that, hey, use the easier trailer. Because that seems to be bugged out on 136. It's actually easier to use the trailer that doesn't have lifted axles. Let's see, what time is it? It's 1 a.m. We don't want to try out the funny parts of Sierra Nevada until it's daylight, so I'm probably gonna stop somewhere. On the way to the funny bits. Let's see, I'm gonna go back to the map and make a marker. We could stop there or there as well. Let's make it there. Yeah, that is a bummer. The beacons doesn't work on the blower. Wish they did. But it's... There are so many things that needs to be straightened out with this version of the Viper. Huh! Look at the Peterbilt sign now. Now it's working. There's something very weird. You all saw it only said Peter. Or at least only Peter was highlighted earlier. Now the entire name is highlighted or lighted. I'm kind of glad the beacons on the blower doesn't work. I would probably be blind by now if they did. You could try posting a link in the comments instead. Then I can... if that is also removed, it's blocked, but I can allow it after the stream. This version of the mod is, to my knowledge, not available for ETS2. For ETS we instead have the bridge that I used for my haul from Ross to Rock. Oh, look at that. So that is from Jonathan, ATMX. Yay! I'm on a sign. Thanks, Jonathan. You saw a game shop selling ETS2 for €150. I hope that was including Iberia. Christ. That's even worse. £150. That's like €200. Wow. Well, I guess they're allowed to try. No, this trailer mod doesn't work for ETS2. I don't think he ever made this one available for ETS. I think this was only ATS, at least it was when I bought it. Same as with the trailer I have, that's only for, sorry, the bridge I have, that is only for ETS2. can't hold the bridge on ATS. And you can't have it. Just like the bridge, it's been discontinued. Hi Jerry Strait, welcome. If there was a G27 there for £39, buy it immediately. I'm not joking there. If that's G27 is fully working, £40 is a bargain. Take it. Yeah. Bargain games fever. Okay. Doesn't sound like they have a clue what they're doing. Merry Christmas to you too, Jerry. Oh, you're looking at Kalia's Volvo. Wait, Kalia, did you send your Volvo to Sotka? If you did, you're hurting my feelings because you never sent the Volvo to me. Philip, this trailer mod is discontinued, so you can't buy it. If you already have it though, you can use it on ATS only. As far as I know, it was never sold as an ETS2 mod as well. It was only available for ATS. Now I'm not sad because Kalia didn't send it to him, so I'm glad again. A G29 from the same company? Christ. And it came in 3 different SKRs, S's. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was only speeding because you forced me to pull over. Only 77 ton this time. There we go. Jesus Christ. So basically €1,000 for a G29 including delivery. That's well, actually more than €1,000. That's just wow. Yes, it is. But again, I'm not objective here. Perhaps I just happen to like the Sierra Nevada mod a lot. No, JK, I was referring to JK's G29 at the shop for 729 pounds, British pounds, and another 150 pounds for delivery. So 880 pounds equals 1,000 euros. I would be driving with my keyboard as well if I had to pay 1,000 euros for a G29. Yeah, and if you were paying attention, Bang, and I said that I would stop once we reach that stop there. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Yeah, have a look at this. There's a lot of lights here. You have everything except a wombat emoji. The only thing you need is a wombat emoji. And still complaining, Bangan. Very well. Just for you, Bangan, I'm gonna stop early. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do even better. Whoa! Ah, Christ! Jesus. There we go. There we are. Happy now. And I'll be late. Yeah, I hope you gave me a thumbs up for that one, Bengan. And that goes for everyone else as well. If you haven't done so already, like this stream and please subscribe. And there he is, Arias. Welcome. We missed you yesterday. Happy anniversary. I'm not entirely sure Bengan can get pregnant any longer. So, did you celebrate yesterday's Arias? You stop with that kind of activities. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about you yesterday, Arias. About the 30-year anniversary. I assume that is celebrated massively in Romania. Oh. Oops. Please rescale the assets for Chernobyl. I think it looks tremendous. 30 years since Ceausescu, Arias? I assume that means you didn't celebrate that. Well, if I'm gonna rescale Ross, it's gonna be just as horrible as my Fernbus stream was earlier today. Okay. It wasn't just any communist either. I mean, it was Ceausescu. I remember him falling, even. Because I'm old. Oh, look, there's Arnie's finest furniture. If you're gonna redo Chernobyl, please do it after you've rescaled Ross. I'm using a 27-inch standard widescreen. It could definitely be bigger, so at least 29 inches. It's not funny because I don't get it. If I'm interested in how many kids the Republic of Liberia has, not really. Why would I? You should thank me. Well, you should thank me for not rescaling Ross. I mean, it would be horrible. And I think we all should at least try to convince Arias that rescaling Ross would be something fantastic. No, I can't say that, JK. And you don't want to be that guy that tries to convince me to say it. This is 3D glasses. I don't have a monitor in front of me, just the glasses. I see everything on my glasses. My vision is 20/20, perfect. It's a prototype from Google. It's their new Google glasses. Sure can. For some reason, I've only seen one finger. Well, I did the mapping in Transport Fever 2 to even further prove the fact that I can't rescale or map anything. That's why I did it. Oh, a thumbs up. So you will rescale Ross. I hope that Samsung trailer is on its way to my house with my new TV and phone and here we go again. These things. Why do they even exist in game? You do realize that I'm kidding, Mazo. I do not have 2020. It's like 1712. What does that mean? It's a hole in one? As in perfect? I'm not very good at math either. Cheers anyway. Oops. Let's have a look at the map again, see how close we are to these new parts. Not that close, we need to get past Fresno first. But I think this is going to be interesting. Yeah. What the hell was what noise? moving the finger very fast. That sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, maybe I'm speeding a little bit. But we have 1,000 kilometers to cover. If I burped... Oh, no. Might have been my water. There we go again. What I'm hauling a Kesselbrücke heavy components. And it looks like this. And we're gonna stop here because I have to pour some more water. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Yeah. Relax. No, we cannot do a 325 miles drift with this thing. And look at the sign again. Now it's only Peter that is lighted. I have no idea how that works. Dokus, welcome. See you later, Olaf. Excellent, Dokus. That was... I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. If it sounded like I farted, let's just say I did. I didn't, but I don't care. So, blame me. Can't get my head back that far. Sorry. Oh. There we go. There it is. Oh, there's a shotgun even back there. Oh! Well, yeah. You saw it briefly. It's always good to bring a gun. We're in the US. Yes, Dokus, I was actually there yesterday on the stream. I love you too, Arias. Is that something you recently understood, that you love me? Because I have a gun even? No, you're just being ironic. Does that mean that you're gonna rescale Ross for us? Can we keep the gun? Yeah, you can keep the gun. Actually, everyone gets a free gun tonight. There's a link to this truck in the video description. So everyone gets a free gun tonight. Just download the mod and you're all set. 2 guns is no problem. You have the steering, well, not this steering wheel, but there is a steering wheel with 2 revolvers on it. I'm definitely on Windows. I wouldn't dream of, with all due respect, dream of doing this on Linux and OpenGL. Well, the good thing about this truck is it's not polluting at all. That is pure air coming out of the pipes. At least it's part air. Good question, Arias. I honestly don't know. Is it 1 to 10 or is it 1 to 15? It doesn't... It's definitely the wrong scale. It feels like it's a lot of different scales. Oh, my truck is fine. It's actually running on very angry batteries. That's why you hear this engine sound. angry batteries. What does a 5-year-old Wombat look like? Like this? Please don't, Arias. I'd rather live with Ross the way it is now than having it on a 1 to 5 scale. Because the key file is personal. That is why. So trying to share Sierra Nevada with anyone means that they will be able to hunt you down and use that shotgun back there. He's shoveling batteries into the boiler. The battery boiler. This is a green truck. Oops. Maybe I should pay a little more attention to where I'm driving. Well, that is probably because you polluted the earth too much, Docus. What kind of truck were you hauling with? So you basically killed off the earth on your map combo, Docus. Hang on. Let me just stop for a while. 1 second. Hang on. This is all your fault. Oh God, you're killing me. Jesus Christ. Oh. Hang on. Oh, maybe Ross's scale in Sotkas. 1 Sotka equals 84 Tochka. 1 Tochka equals 0.254 millimeters. Oh. And Scott, with all due respect, I think Ross needs more than just some new skyboxes. Hang on, I need some more medicine. Oh. I've already told you, please don't make me laugh. Oh God. Yeah, let's get going. It's okay, Sotka. I do. And well, it doesn't get better when I'm having this bloody cough either. Oh. Well, apparently laughing makes you live longer, so I guess I got another year there. Thank you, Sotka. Then the asthma took away 5 years, so I've actually lost 4 years, but still. I'm done. I'm good. Jesus Christ, you didn't even try to stop for me? Thank you. egomaniac AI. Yeah, every stream ends with me dying, and then for the next stream it's a new Wombat. No, Docus, it's not. You better pay €1.5 or ppm €5 instead. It'll make your life much easier. I've heard otherwise, Arias. And in any case, I'm not going to support it. It's enough of a job trying to keep it updated with, or tested with one version. Seriously? What did I do? Well, Docus, if it's any comfort, paying for remaining extended €5, you're set for life. Then you don't have to pay ever again. So it might just be worth it. I'm so sorry for the coughing. I'm just like, is it Cartman? Who dies at the end of every episode or during every episode and then comes back to life in the next episode like nothing ever happened. Yeah, it really is a bargain. I mean, even Pro Mods is more expensive, way more expensive. It's gonna cost you €1 for the fast download, and I've paid for that like 10 times at least. It's Kenny. Oh my god, they killed Kenny. Yeah, that's right, it's Kenny. I'm Kenny. Je suis Kenny. I don't think cargo is normal in in the US either. So now we are heading into the Yosemite Valley, and let's have a look at the map. This is what we are up against now. Should be a lot of fun. I'm not going to watch the chat as much anymore. I'm going to keep an eye on the road a little bit more than I've done so far. No, there is no way to get it fast using anything but PayPal. So, yeah, if it feels like I'm ignoring you, you're absolutely right, guys. I am. Not that I'm doing it on purpose. Blame the roads. Welcome back, Perid. Now, where is that stop? There it is. Hi guys. Nothing to see here, I'm just bringing a tiny little trailer into Yosemite Park. Perfectly legal. We're in the Yosemite Park on Sierra Nevada. And I should probably have stopped for gas. But nothing we can do about that now. I would have thought by now that people had learned that they can't force me to pronounce things or say things. Stop doing that. It's not gonna work. And I guess this is one of the easy hairpins. God damn it. So again, this is Sierra Nevada's version of the Yosemite Park. Very nice indeed. It was a lot easier getting around these curves than I thought it would be, at least so far. There are other Wombat stokers, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? And I honestly expect all of Sierra Nevada to be detailed like this when it comes out. Don't worry about sci-fi. I knew already from the beginning that this wasn't gonna happen, so never mind that. Those things happened. It's not the strangest thing I've seen so far. Yeah. It is more or less what I expected from the guys who also gave us Viva Mexico. I mean, they know how to make map mods for ATS. Yeah, reminds me a lot actually of Viva Mexico, or even Mexico Extremo. I don't have any complaints other than my hood right now, depending on the light, is very, very shiny. Almost to the point where it's too bright. But other than that, no, I have no complaints whatsoever. Your instructions there were spot on. The only thing maybe to clarify is that it's for the default profile and not for the ETS2 or and ATS profiles on NPI. Which means it will affect all games, but not necessarily to the worse. Nineball.com, welcome, and sorry for not reading your long message there. I gotta keep an eye on the roads for a bit. Well, thank you for being here, JK, and take care, buddy. Merry Christmas, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. We start at 1 PM tomorrow. You work at ITV? Nice. Well, I didn't see that message. So I guess I'm using this on the default right now. I'm going to change that to the game profiles instead then. I was wrong. I didn't get any message back that you had answered my question. bang on. But now that I know, I'm gonna change it again. If I were to make a mod, what would it be? It would probably be the Scania LB76. A proper, like, XPS proper LB76. That is the truck mod I miss the most. Well, that is what I have become, Arias. I have become the guy who finds out things later than everyone else. I don't know when it happened or how it happened, but it happened. Oops. Well, the dream map, you know, a 1-to-1 scale map, it would take years to make it. Literally years. Well, my hat's off for you trying, bang on. Get your ugly bus out of the way, please. Someone, I can't remember who calculated it, but that dream map of mine would equal some 100,000 kilometers on a standard 1-to-19 scale map. So 100,000 kilometers just happens to equal what EAA have done. And someone told me that there are 40 people working on EAA. And that's been in the works for 10 years. So doing my map alone with the skills of someone who actually knows how to make maps, it would take 400 years. Welcome back, Mike. Oh, Christ, I'm gonna get out of my way, okay? I don't have time for this. There we go. I used the horns. Thank you. It's getting dark already. What time is it? 7:30 already. We need to pull over somewhere because I really don't want to do this in darkness. The landscape is absolutely fantastic. Will do, Perid. Yeah, I guess we're gonna hack. Sun went down there, so let's do it now. There we go. 7:02 in the morning. So the sun should be coming up soon. Ah, Hurtigruten, Norway. I want to go that. I want to take the Hurtigruten someday, but it's extremely expensive. I mean, I don't think you get away with less than €1,000 per night. Let's have a look at the map, see how far we made it into Yosemite. Not that far, okay. We're almost halfway there. And I guess the really difficult part should be these ones then. And I'm kind of curious as to what this is. I'm gonna leave a marker there. Oh, now I can take that road instead. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put a marker there. I wish SCS S2 Coast to Coast looked this good. Yeah, you know, Mike, the one thing I really miss in Scandinavia is the coastline from Bergen all the way up to Kirkenes. There's the old E18 highway along the coast. Has got to be one of the absolutely most beautiful roads in the world. Seriously. And I drove that road from Bergen to Trondheim with my wife, many years ago, and we had to stop like every 200 meters to take pictures, because every 200 meters we thought that we had come to the most beautiful place in the world, and we thought nothing can be more beautiful than this, and then we drove for another, and I'm not kidding you, we drove for literally 200 meters, and then we had to stop again because that was the most beautiful place in the world. No, I'm not talking about the E60, Bengal. That goes over the mountains, doesn't it? I'm talking about the one where you have to take ferries every 50 kilometers or so. It would probably be faster for us to just walk to Trondheim. The E60 is nice, but it's not the same thing. We're talking coastal roads, very narrow. Trucks do haul there daily, even today. But you need special sets of skills to be able to do that. Welcome back, JK. I thought you left us. Oh, it was... Well, you went to ITV and you found out that it was closed. I thought you were going to work. Okay. God, this is nice. Whoa, already? Welcome, Brian. You like my wood ornaments? This is my temple for ATS. So that's Yosemite. Let's see, we still haven't started doing this part. Oh, and I should mention, the reason you shouldn't use this mod is because there is no room for Ducky. Ducky got really upset that I told him there was no room for him in his truck. Your cycle truck. There it is. Unfortunately, the air vents doesn't open when I floor it even. But as Kalia said earlier, it would be nice if they actually opened, or if they were open by default, whatever. Closed is kind of boring. And we need to stop for gas soon. My truck is Peter. I'm gonna have to check the map again. I'm getting a little bit worried about gas. There is one gas station there, very good. We will make it there at least. I really need to stop for gas there. Like me then, Mike. I mean, this truck, very realistic. The cargo behind me as well. Can I Dream boring? Can I Dream is very challenging. In the sense that it's very easy to fall asleep while driving there. Yeah, it is boring. I'm really looking forward to Pro Mods Canada. There we go. Yeah, what am I supposed to do, dude? You just wait there. Oh, this is gonna be a tight fit. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Sort of. I'm gonna report that gas station to the mod creator. It's too small. Let's see now. Stop the truck. I want to know what that road looks like. The reason I want to know what this looks like is... yeah, that's a good reason why we should take this road instead. Steep grade, use low gears. You know what? I think we're going to take that. I think we're going to take that. That sounds like a horrible idea, so that's what we're going to do. Weight limit 7500 lbs. Yeah, right. Oh no, this is perfectly fine. Shouldn't be a problem. This is all good. Oh great, road works also. We will reach our destination. That road was ridiculously easy. Come on, give me a green light, please. I've never used the reset button. That goes against anything I've learned. Everything I've learned. I would never use the reset button. Tiny teleport now and then, perhaps, but never the reset button. You do realize this is a one-way road? Yeah, but I'm only driving one way. I'll keep that in mind. Can I quote you on that, Kalia? Very useful. Teleport's not what you said, Brian, so I'm using any cheat I can to defend myself. Oh, royalty free even? Thank you. That's very kind. Yeah, it's not like I've eaten a police car. We can't see donations below £5. Are you talking about super chats, Thanos? They should show up no matter what. Or you're possibly talking about PayPal. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. No, PayPal doesn't show up here. If you had sent it like a super chat message instead, it would have shown up. But I much more prefer PayPal personally, because YouTube takes 55% of it when it's sent through super chats. You don't need the 0.01p, okay? I don't think they accept that. Welcome, Extremor. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why a lot of people have moved over to Twitch instead. Yeah, if you want the truck, Extremer, there is a link to it in the video description. I use it to awaken my inner child. Yeah, the reason I'm using YouTube instead of going to Twitch is because you don't want me on Twitch. You want me on YouTube. So I'm staying. I did try to use Twitch and it wasn't very popular. Quentin, you could try. It's not gonna work. I know that already, and for that reason, I'm never gonna add it. Okay. There's a lot of people who are very successful on Twitch, and a lot of people use it. I get the question frequently, do you use Twitch? Yeah, the Scania bus coach is by ATMX. ATMX added that. So it's possible that that is something you see a lot of in Mexico, perhaps. Because Jonathan, who makes ATMX, he is from Mexico. Yeah, tell me about it, Brian. It wasn't very difficult to convince me to leave Twitch. I had a ton of problems there myself. There we go. That's the end of Sierra Nevada for today. Whoops, this is our exit. And we are back on... I think at least we are back on the standard map. Yes, we are. Well, there are more money to be made on Twitch than on YouTube. That's probably why Squirrel uses it. I wouldn't disagree, JK. Maybe you need to chill out a little bit. Christ. Well, maybe it's a good thing this stream is coming to an end in 250 miles. We're not even close. Okay. But as soon as we do get to our destination, it's time to end for the day. I got a fair chance of showing you at least some of the new roads on Sierra Nevada, and I hope you enjoy them. I sure did, and I can't blame you for not buying it. It's a beta version and you have to pay $8 for it, but it will be available for free January or perhaps February. So give it another month, in worst case 2 months, and it's free. And then I'm gonna order you to download it. Well, no one's gonna help you chill out to JK, so I don't understand what you're trying to say. Yeah, I totally agree. It's definitely worth it. I'm very happy I bought it. I wouldn't want to be without this map. Come on! You can do this, Viper. Come on! Come on, baby! Come on, girl! Oh, God, I love you. There we go. Kalia, you take care as well. Thank you for being here, and maybe, just maybe, you could haul with us on Saturday or Sunday evening. Next time we do MP in the evening. In any case, thank you so much for being here. Take care. Brian, it's probably just going to be free. I mean, they did the same thing with the last Viva Mexico update as well. There are no additional paid Viva Mexico versions today. They just had it as a paid mod during the construction period of the Chiquita version or whatever they called it. MP, let's see, tomorrow we're gonna do some MPing on ATS 1 PM CET. Here's Sacramento, by the way. This road, a lot of people are having problems with it. They are falling through the road, and that is because they have the urban overhaul and Sierra Nevada. Bad combo, my bad, my mistake. Tomorrow we're gonna start at 1 PM and we're gonna do some truckers MP on ATS. And if you want to join me there, I'll be on the least populated server here in Europe. I assume they have 2 for Europe, so I'm probably going to be on Simulation 2 for ATS. No, the so-called version, as I said earlier, does not have a problem specifically in Sacramento, but it might have problems elsewhere. But it's fine with SoCal in Sacramento. But that is not the version that I used. I used the standard version. And that doesn't work with Sacramento. Have cup holders? No. Duly noted. I'll contact the mod creator and ask for cup holders. I'll get back to you as soon as I have an answer. Oh yeah, I'll be using the Lone Star, absolutely. You know what, guys? If you want to join us tomorrow, 1 PM CET, you have to bring a Lone Star. Could be that a cup holder is optional. Yeah, I wish I could bring this truck to Truckers MP. But tomorrow it would be great if everyone could show up in a Lone Star. You haven't heard, JK? SCS released international trucks, and one international truck, Lone Star, a couple of weeks back. I think the Lone Star truck looks like a Chrysler PT Cruiser, just oversized. So I'm not a huge big fan either. I like the 9800 and the 9400. But still, it's a new truck, so gotta put it to use sometime. Well, that is a problem if you don't have access to ETS2 or ATS then. But those who do and want to join us tomorrow, Truckers MP Simulation 2 ATS Lone Star. You're setting me up for an award. It does, Mike. It does look like the PT Cruiser. No, I'm not kidding. I'm dead serious on that. It definitely looks like the PT Cruiser. Mega Resource is like the FLD resources for ETS2. Merry Christmas, Valerie. We're doing ETS2 MP on Saturday, yes. Tomorrow we're gonna do ATS. And on Saturday we're gonna do ETS2. Try to stop me, officer. How old I am? I'm 48. So I'm probably older than you are. Right. If you watched Squirrel on multiplayer, it was probably a convoy, and people tend to be more chatty on convoys or in areas where there are a lot of people. So if you're in Kirkenes, for instance, or in any other massively interesting places, sure, people are chatty, but most of the time you're in other places than those, so there's not a lot of communications going on. There you go. I told you I was older than you. Yeah, it's not like I have a lot of I could have, of course, also have added a larger wind shield, screen shield, to make sure that I couldn't see anything above the air intakes at all. But I opted for some visibility. The chat should be lagging by 2 or 3 seconds, not 2 or 3 minutes, David. If it is for you, I think you need to just refresh the browser. Is that official that they are completing the rebuild of Germany in the next version? I'm afraid the next thing they'll do then is the UK. Or, I'm not afraid that's the next thing, but I think that's the next thing they'll do after Germany. What's my favorite don't? Do you seriously have a favorite don't? I don't have a favorite don't. Maybe my favorite don't is I don't have a favorite don't. Paint, for instance, Thanos. Paint seems to be very popular. I'm not using paint though. Oh, Christ. Hang on. I'm using GIMP. That works well for me, and in either case you need a an add-on to handle the SES files. But there's a lot of tutorials on that and how to do it. Promos will not have a road connection to Canada, I think. It's probably going to be either Canada or ProMods Canada. Someone you should really talk to about paint jobs and what software to use is Alex 1973. Oops, 73. He made all my skins. Fantastic, Mike. I'm glad it helped. Question is just, when do we get the Iberia mod? June, perhaps? In any case, I'm really looking forward to it. JK, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Game over very soon. in December. Christ, I can't wait an entire year for Iberia to be released. I mean, seriously, they need to start doing more than one DLC per year, especially for ATS. Yeah, Pro Mods is the most popular map mod out there for a very good reason. Whoa, hang on, hang on. Wow, this road was... There we go. Yeah, I figured I'd make a video on it because I have a picture of Ducky. Well, not in this one, but in other trucks. I haven't had a lot of lag on ATS, but I have occasionally had a lot of problems with it on ETS too. But that seems to have come down to either mods, obviously, or well, bug updates. "37 miles to go, almost there." No, they're waiting too long to release those damn DLCs. And again, I could almost live with the fact that they deliver one DLC per year for ETS 2, but for ATS, I'm not gonna wait around. I won't be around when they finally release the Hawaii DLC, if they continue doing just one per year. And I have a really hard time thinking that anyone's still gonna play this game in 40 years. My headphones, it's a couple of old Sennheisers. I had a couple of fantastic Samsung level over headphones, but someone in my family broke them. I'm not gonna say who it was, but someone in my family broke them for me. They were damn expensive as well. So I'm back to my old Sennheisers. They work. Excellent, David. Okay, assuming SCS is gonna release 2 DLCs per year, it's still gonna be 22 years before we have all of the US in-game. Whoa. I think that the more content they add, the more people will buy not only the game but also the different DLCs. And they might start considering making the oldest map DLCs available for free. Because they will probably start losing people instead if they... or they won't have any more new people coming to the game if you're gonna have to buy DLCs for like 2,000 euros to make sure that you have all of them. Here we go. There it is. Darshel Zhao making the finest wines in wherever we are. I'm just making shit up. Let's park this thing there. And then we are done for the day, because this is the last haul I'm doing today. Next haul I'll hopefully do together with all of you, or at least as many as possible, tomorrow. On Truckers MP ATS, the least populated server in Europe, probably Simulation 2. And let's just say we're gonna start in LA. Why not? We're gonna start in LA. Just double check the video description when I release that, or put that. Oops, I knew I was gonna be late. Yeah, never mind that. Where was I? Just make sure that you check the video description tomorrow before we start, if you are going to join me on Truckers MP. Mike, for me personally, it's all about driving. I don't care about the company. I use XP cheats on my different profiles. I use money cheats if required for me to continue hauling. I have some profiles with millions of euros and no employees. I mean, it's not the money that forces me to not hire anyone. I just don't care about it. Let's see, do I have a garage in LA? There is a garage there at least, isn't there? Yeah, there is. But where? There it is. That's where we're gonna start tomorrow. In Los Angeles. I don't even think I have that garage. I'm gonna have to buy it. But nevertheless, let's start there. Hang on. You're home in 8... Oh, I thought you meant that you lived in... So it's a short trip down from San Francisco, or you just buy the garage in LA. So tomorrow we're gonna do some of the events, Christmas events. I still have 8 events to go. Actually, these 4 I did on ETS too. I didn't know that they transferred over to ATS this year, but apparently they do. So I thought I'd had to complete 24. events, but 12 is all that's needed on the 2 games combined. I think Perid is working on something, Pascal. Yeah, it is. It isn't that difficult to get your first truck. And then you can always take the longest and most profitable holes you can find and just teleport. If you don't want to use XP and money cheats, it's really easy to get around it. But yeah. Anyway, I need to take a break. But I really look forward to seeing as many as possible of you tomorrow on Truckers MP, the least populated server, Simulation 2, I guess, in Los Angeles tomorrow. Please do, Mike. Jim Greaves, welcome and good night. I'll check your DM, Perid. Take care, everyone. Have a nice evening. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.